Hey guys, it's Kim Neal from Reagan's Journey. I just wanted to do a video so that I could share the exciting news that we had talked about. We've been operating the closet now for 5 years. We just celebrated 5 years. Everything we do is because of Reagan. We have learned a lot from her. She has taught us how to, care for other families. She's taught us about what equipment, families need, what resources and, support that they need. And so all of those things together, it seems to be just, the right equation for a family that has received a diagnosis or maybe has been walking this road for 5 or 10 years but finally found us. So we're excited to be able to keep doing that. We have found that about 1,500 square feet is about what we need to operate. We can send out anywhere between $500,000 to $1 million a year in durable medical equipment and supplies on only operating 2 days a week at our Freeport location. So here comes the exciting news. For a while, we've been kind of praying and planning over all of these things. Is this still what we want to do? Do we want to ramp up Freeport? What do we want to do? How do we reach more families? How do we remove the barrier that families have to drive 6 hours to get to the closet? Because they do. Our average drive is about an hour and a half, 2 hours to get here, but we've had people driving from Canada, from the state of Indiana, Philly. Really there's no limit to who we'll serve. It's just a matter of how far they can make the drive, and that's not always easy, but these parents do it because they need it. Their kids need it. They'll do anything for their kids. They're the very best. So we're trying to remove barriers, and so that's where our big news comes in, is that we're opening a second location for the Reagan's Journey closet. So it's going to be in Lancaster, PA, which is about 4 hours away from our Freeport location. So we can have a nice radius here of who we can serve in our Freeport area. In Lancaster, they can have a nice 2-hour radius from them, which really extends, our reach for the state. So we're really excited about that. We actually got a message from a mom. Her name is Alicia Ernesty. She reached out to me and said, look, I'm just putting my hand up here and saying, I want to see this happen, whether it's my own thing or it's a Reagan's Journey closet. And we said, you know what, we just want Reagan's legacy to live on. We want to continue to build upon what she has allowed us to be and do. And so that's what we're doing. So Alicia will be the Lancaster director there. She'll have some volunteers at her site. She is going to be inside of Manor Church in Lancaster, PA. They have generously donated a couple of rooms downstairs for her to just use for free. So what a blessing that is. What a blessing it's going to be to that community. So they already have a special needs ministry at their church, so it's going to be thriving. It's going to be huge very, very fast. Everything that she says and everything that she is exactly what we wanted. Sometimes just talking to someone else who's been down the same road is really, really huge when you've felt very isolated because of a diagnosis. So that's what's happening. There's gonna be a lot of information coming at you. There's gonna be a wish list that you can help us stock the closet there. We had a generous donor of Laurel Medical Solutions in Ebensburg, PA. They donated funds to us to help get some of those things purchased right away that were just startup costs. Let me just turn the camera around and show you around the closet. So over here we have bath chairs, toileting chairs of varying sizes, different bases. This is our enteral feeding or tube feeding. So if your child has a feeding tube, we have everything. We have buttons, we have bags, we have pumps, everything you're gonna need to keep that area stocked in case you're not getting enough of those things. There's a couple different brands and things. This is our incontinence supply area. So there's diapers, pull-ups, bed pads, booster pads. This is our feeding area over here that has specialized nutrition. We have some adaptive car seats at times, and sometimes standard ones that families just need a second one for a sibling or something. And then over here we have some standard size diapers. We have a connection with a corrections facility in Pittsburgh who has been generous in partnering with us, and they provide us diapers every couple months. They let us know when they have a lot and they need us to pick those up. There's a washer and dryer for us to launder things that come in. That was donated by the White family, Carter White. passed away recently, and he was his family was very, very precious to us, and they still are, and still connected to us. You'll see the little bee, and that reminds us of Carter, so that we can keep saying his name, keep sharing his legacy. Here's Reagan. Say hi.
Hi.
Reagan came with me today. Over here we have some backpacks for feeding tubes. We do have 2 restrooms in this hallway. These are all our ambassadors for 2023. They are super adorable. They are the first faces that people see when they come in the door, and that makes for some great conversation. Over here on this other room is more of our DME room, the heavier, bulkier items. So wheelchairs, walkers, standers, Hoyer lifts, kind of accessories. We have some adaptive bikes usually hanging around. We have some items that are broken and are gonna go, off to different places, either to be recycled, refurbished, or sent to our partners with Wheels for the World, which we really adore. And then, hi Reagan.
Huh?
And then over here is our respiratory closet, which is nice. Wound care supplies, gloves, suction items, breathing machines, nebulizers. And here is kind of where we offload some of our surplus whenever we have things that we know we don't need a ton of catheters or a ton of, we know how much we need at this point, what people are needing. So when we have too much, we don't want to hang on to it and let it go bad. So we go ahead and offload those things to Global Links or Brothers Brother Foundation, just some partners that we have gathered. So that is this side. This is the outside of the building. There's a standard set of steps here. And there's also a really great ramp. So that's us. Hey, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting us and just kind of watching how we're unfolding. It means the world to us. We couldn't do what we do without the support of so many. And we're really excited to kick this up a notch and open another closet. This is exponential growth. And so it's not just being bigger here, but equipping people in different areas to do what we're doing. So we know that's a richer kind of growth. And it's going to allow for better conversations, really meeting the needs that families have. And so, keep supporting, keep watching what we're doing, keep praying for us, keep, sending gifts, sending, donations of whether it's a tangible donation from a wish list or monthly support, that helps us to plan and prepare for the next things. And so I think we've been pretty transparent about that. We want to open more closets. So right now, this is sort of our guinea pig, of area in Lancaster. And we're so grateful that Alicia has been very patient and waiting and just kind of being guided along this path to make sure that it's done and prepared right and well, so that we can kind of cookie cutter, that. So once we get this figured out, how to open another site, that's what we want to keep doing. So we want to have one in Erie, one in Ohio, one in West Virginia. At least that's our thoughts and our goals. But we just want to see more families have access to the things that they need and they deserve. And so thank you so much for tuning in. We're so excited. So leave us a comment and celebrate with us. Tell a friend, send people to us, make sure that everybody knows who we are and what we, can provide. And we'll see you all soon. Thanks.